along with this water elemental, and there it goes. We do have the level 4 on this Archmage, and the water elemental is now being pounded by this destroyer, as we can see here, and I'm surprised he's not absorbing more mana from these. He does end up morphing just to run away, and yeah, just more statues coming out. Death Knight is being revived. As you can see, he does get away there. There's a circular ability left after those ghouls finished creeping, and we're just going to be some more pressure be applied here. There's the MK does have a healing potion, as he does pop it there. Not enough for another bolt. He's not going to be able to keep that lich under enough pressure here, and I figured AJvsHobo would actually be getting more towers in his main as he makes his push, as he realizes that destros are incoming, and it's going to be like a mass destro push, and he's going to need a lot of units here. And he's actually getting a workshop, though he won't be able to get the Gatling gun upgrade on his gyrocopters, which is going to be a bit hurtful. He is opting for rifleman, and let's see if he does like a rifleman source priest build. And he's actually getting some breakers too. His expansion is up and running, so he's going to be able to pump out some units. He's just suffering on wood here. I would assume he would have built a farm here to get the shredder out, but it seems like he's not opting for that. That would have been very helpful for him. And Mr. Hobo here is sitting at low gold also, with 3 destroyers and 3 statues. I know we have a low destroyer, but the Death Knight is back out. He is going to coil that up. We have 2 potions of healing on the DK, so it won't be too terrible. We have 3 riflemen, a sorceress, and a breaker, along with an archmage and an MK, and they look like they're going to be pushing straight for this expo. No, it seems like actually they're kind of scouting around looking for the archmage, and is a very close miss there. I'm surprised the Death Knight did not find them, and this tower is not going to get up in time, but we do have 3 others to get up in time, and we'll see if AJvsHobo opts to go for buy a berserker here before he ends up TPing to this expo to save it, or if he even does TP to the expo to save it. As you can see, these destros do have like full mana, and it's going to be pretty painful. Yeah, there he goes. He does opt to TP. Does not buy a berserker. And a very low water elemental. I'm surprised it's not being last hit, and this lich is very low, and it gets a potion pass to it, but it's not in time, and the MK, or the DK does not have enough mana to heal it. And let's see if he pops his potion. He does end up popping his potion, and he hits level 3, so now he's going to have that level 2 coil, which would be very beneficial. He should have had that to begin with. Unlucky. He should already pushed when he was 3 rather than 2 for that level 2 coil, but bit unlucky there, and AJvsHobo is leaving units behind. He should probably get those control groups and march them out accordingly. And another bolt on the DK, and the DK is slowed now, so he's going to have to keep constantly casting slow, and yes, he does end up TPing, and it looks like the sorceress that did cast slow ended up dying. And there you have a misspelling of Psy, but anyway, he does Psy, as AJvsHobo once again does push this back, and it's getting 2 more towers up. They said it's a boring fight. I don't know. I think it's been pretty entertaining so far. A regular rifle caster build. Yeah, he's saying any other ideas I can win? No, not really. You just need to keep defending off the destros and keep bolting heroes. I don't know. I think AJvsHobo is playing pretty well here to force the DK away, as these destros with mana are just going to rip into everything. As they are now though, so and it looks like we're going to have a creeping of this camp, and a gyrocopter is now up, but once again it does not have the upgrade, and we are actually having a upgrade to castle now, which is going to be very beneficial for AJvsHobo. And we have a 2 of agility being picked up by the MK here, and a ring of protection now, so we're going to have quite a bit of tank, but it's not going to help versus all the magic damage that we have coming at him. Looks like the Death Knight is waiting here to creep in this camp, and we have that null finally being put down, unless the lich is out, and looks like that's what he was waiting for, is for his lich to come to share the XP, I guess. I'm not really 100% sure. And we are sitting at a 60 of 60 army versus a 59 of 60, so generally close armies here. And we're just going to have more creeping coming in from AJvsHobo, as he is 4-3. I'm surprised he's not pulling this Archmage back here for the MK to get his level 4. Rune Bracer's really great drop here. So we actually had a really nice drop coming in, and he scored put out. And a Tome of Experience too. Wow, just good drops in general coming from this cap for AJvsHobo. And we have a 3-3 over here versus a 4-3, almost a 4-4. And Mountain King is going to be able to hit level 4 here as AJvsHobo does finally bring the Archmage away from the experience camp, and there goes boom. And a Tomb of Intelligence also, and as you can see, this Mountain King right now at the moment is just a pretty much perfect tank here. And Talisman of Evasion, so it's not the greatest item. He can probably drop the something else. Maybe there's a ring. I don't really know. He opted to drop the Gauntlets +3. That was the other thing I was going to suggest. And we do have these Destros coming in now. And Castle's not up yet, so we're not going to have that Gatling upgrade. As you can see, there are 3 gyros over here. And these one gyro is quickly focused down and dies. And AJvsHobo does have level 2 bolt, and it's very devastating. And a Scroll of Healing is popped and saves this priest and a few others. And this priest is going to get focused down pretty hardcore. And we have 1 Destro drop. And more being focused down as the MK continues to chase around the list. That has slow on him. Another Destro falls. We have a Sorceress falling, and lots of ghouls that probably have Frenzy, it looks like, and they're just ripping into these riflemen as another Destro does drop, and AJvsHobo continues to chase around the list with more bolts. And Potion of Healing is popped, and it looks like Mana Stealing is used, and another potion is popped, and actually Gyro comes in. I'm surprised he hasn't brought in those other Gyros that would probably help during this fight. And this Archmage is going to have to pop his TP, or yeah, he ends up popping a healing potion and TPing, and another Destro falls, as we have 1 Destro, lots of ghouls, and a statue up. Yeah, not much really going on here. It's just a kind of small little microfights going on. I don't see why people are saying it's really boring. I guess they're expecting, usually AJvsHobo goes like different heroes to play around and stuff like that. One time I saw him go like Alchemist versus Human, and just it was a pretty fun game. And we actually have an expo coming up from the Undead over here. And Mr. Hobo is opting to creep out this red, and we have lots of gyros up in the air now. Gatling flank cannons, whatever they're called, are finished upgrading, so he's going to have a counter to those Destros rather than Riflemen. It looks like he's going to hopefully opt for just like Magic Century and then just straight breakers or something. He's actually getting flying machine bombs also, so I guess that's a decent idea. I really like getting them just for the fact that they're kind of stupid, and if my flying machines are dumb and I tell them to attack move, they will try to bomb stuff rather than take down these Destros, which is a bit annoying. And this camp is going to be taken down, and I didn't see what item was dropped. Oh, we actually have a Gem of Health, so we have 300 plus health on the Lich. I guess it's a pretty good place to put it. I would have put it on the DK in my opinion. And we actually have a level 5 MK now and a level 5 Archmage. So we have 5-5 versus a 4-4. And in general, I think AJvsHobo is playing pretty good here. He actually has a Talisman Evasion and a Flute, and it's going to give extra damage to all of these ranged units because everyone is indeed ranged. And so we'll see. AJvsHobo actually scouts out this red, sees it's not there. He moves over to this orange camp right over here. And we get a bolt off on that Lich, and just tons of damage being pounded into him, and another bash, and a coil comes in, and we'll see if a bat or another bolt gets to go off. Yes, another bolt does go off, but the Lich is going to get out alive, and we actually had a Destro or 2 fall from these Gyrocopter focus. And yeah, it looks like the only Destro he had did fall, and now we have ghouls and just statues coming up, and I'm surprised we don't have a few bombs coming out too, just to counter these riflemen and breakers that are here. It looks like we're going to have a purchase of Scroll of Healing maybe, and yes, Scroll of Healing is purchased, and the MK is going to push out again. We have 2 Scrolls of Healing, one on the Archmage, one on the MK, and we're actually having a Tomb of Relics, and Ziggurat's being put down here, as I guess he's going to tower up his expo a little bit, and we actually do have some more statues coming out. Both players just kind of chilling around right now. Looks like we're having scouts come in for expos, and it's really